There is a moment that almost nobody talks about. It isn't the day you achieve your biggest goal. It isn't the day you finally make money, get in shape, build a business, or prove everyone wrong. It's much quieter than that. It's the day you make a decision about who you are going to become. Most people think that decision is enough. They believe that once they decide, everything else will naturally fall into place. They wait to feel different. They wait to wake up more motivated. They wait for confidence to appear, for fear to disappear, for life to become less complicated. But that's not how transformation works. Your life changes twice. The first change happens in your mind. The second happens in your habits. And until those two are aligned, nothing really changes. Think about you decide that you are going to become healthier. But if your daily choices still look exactly like they did yesterday, your body has no reason to believe your decision. You can decide you are going to build a successful business. But if you spend more time consuming other people's content than creating your own work, your future won't recognize that decision. You can decide you are going to become confident, disciplined, focused, or financially free. But decision creates direction. Habits create reality. This is where most people get stuck. They hear a motivational speech, they watch a powerful video, they read a great book, for mistake inspiration for progress. For a few hours they feel unstoppable. Then Tuesday arrives. Nothing exciting happens. Nobody's watching, nobody's applauding. The excitement disappears. And suddenly they're negotiating with themselves again. I'll start tomorrow. I deserve a break. One day won't matter. That conversation repeats itself until weeks becomes months and months become years. The tragedy isn't that they failed. The tragedy is that they slowly became that kind of person who stopped believing in their own promises. Every time you tell yourself you'll do something and you don't, you're teaching your brain that your words don't carry weight. Eventually, your confidence doesn't disappear because you're incapable. It disappears because you no longer trust yourself. Now think about the opposite. Imagine someone who makes one small promise every day and keeps it. Maybe they say they would wake up 30 minutes earlier. They did. Maybe they promised to read 10 pages. They did. Maybe they committed to a workout, a walk, a difficult phone call, writing one page, making a video, or learning one new skill. Nothing extraordinary happened that day, but something invisible did. They became someone who keeps promises to themselves. That identity is priceless. Success isn't built by giant moments of inspiration. It's built by thousands of tiny moments when nobody is watching, when you choose discipline instead of convenience, when you choose growth instead of comfort, when you choose consistency instead of perfection. Those moments rarely look impressive, but they compound. People underestimate the power of repetition because repetition feels boring. The truth is, boring things become extraordinary when you repeated them long enough. A single workout changes almost nothing. Hundreds change a body. One video reaches almost nobody. Hundreds build an audience. $1 invested won't make you wealthy. Years of consistent investing might. We celebrate the outcome because it's visible. We ignore the habits because they're ordinary. But extraordinary lives are almost always built from ordinary actions repeated consistently. Here is something worth remembering. Your habits are always casting votes. Every decision you make is a vote for the person you're becoming. When you read instead of scrolling endlessly, you cast a vote. When you keep your word, you cast a vote. When you choose courage over comfort, you cast a vote. No single vote decides the election, but eventually the votes add up. One day people will call you disciplined, not because you were born that way, because your habits earned that identity. People often ask, how do I stay motivated? Maybe that's the wrong question. Motivation is emotional. Habits are structural. Motivation comes and goes. Systems remain. Instead of asking yourself how to stay motivated, ask yourself how to make success easier to repeat. How can you make good choices automatic? You remove distractions. How can you make it difficult to quit? How can you make good choices automatic? Winning isn't about making one perfect decision. It's about making the next good decision. Again and again and again. You don't need to reinvent your life overnight. You just need today's action to look a little more like the person you say you want to become. That's where real confidence comes from. Not from positive thinking, not for pretending you're fearless. Confidence grows every time you collect evidence that you can rely on yourself. Every completed workout is evidence. Every difficult conversation is evidence. Every promise kept is evidence. Every day you refuse to quit becomes another brick in the foundation of your character. Eventually, your identity catches up with your actions. One day people will say you're so disciplined. They won't see the hundreds of ordinary mornings you wanted to sleep in. They won't see the evenings you wanted to quit. They won't see the hundreds of ordinary decisions that build the extraordinary result. They'll only see the outcome. You'll know the truth. You didn't become successful in one defining moment. You become successful every time you choose the future version of yourself over the comfortable version of yourself. So if you're waiting for the perfect opportunity, stop waiting. If you're waiting to feel fearless, stop waiting. If you're waiting for life to become easier, stop waiting. The person you want to become is not waiting somewhere in the future. It's inside the decisions you make today, because your life really does change twice. The first time is when you decide who you're going to become. The second, and the one that truly changes everything, is when your habits finally agree with that decision. Dreams can inspire you, goals can guide you, but habits are what carry you across the finish line. So don't ask yourself what your biggest dream is. Ask yourself this: what habit can I repeat today that the person I want to become would be proud of? Because the future you are hoping for isn't created by one extraordinary day. It's built by ordinary days lived with extraordinary consistency.